Power Prawn USA for the big red. Another nice redfish there. All right, ooh man, nice snook, nice snook. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh man, this is gonna require a very lucky break. I've got Otis on the boat. Ooh man, I see him. I see him. He's right there. Ooh, that's a nice fish. Hey, it's Luke, and out doing some exploration fishing. I have first mate here, Otis. We're gonna go out there and hopefully catch some fish. We're exploring some new territory over in Bay Pine. So I haven't been here in a long time. We have a pretty windy day. There's no clouds at all. You can see behind me, no clouds. And the fact that we're about 2 days after cold fronts, those fish are still gonna be spooky, but we're gonna hope to get some in some docks. Hopefully we'll be armed for whatever we see. I'll let you know how it goes, and hopefully Otis doesn't do anything too stupid this time. All right, first spot, let's see how we are. We're on this wind protected shoreline, not seeing much life, but it looked good on the map, so we're gonna give it a shot. So here's how I was fishing those docks. I was skipping the lure way up under the dock and just taking it super slow. These fish are lethargic, they were not very active, and so I had to get down there right in their face, and here's the first strike. Oh. Dang, just had something, broke me off. The bite was extremely soft. I didn't realize I had a fish on until it was too late, and it had already felt me and it was heading the other direction when I set the hook, and that just sawed the line right through. So unfortunately lost that one. In many cases there's other fish under the same dock, so I was quick to get another lure into there. I had a second rod ready to go. Unfortunately no takers there, but that was the first taste of success, and that ended up being the trend for the day. So I used the second rod that had a jig head on it for a bit and realized I just liked the skipability so much more of the weighted hook, and the water really wasn't that deep, so went back to the weighted hook. All right, so what I have here, this is a 4/0 Hoss hook. It fits perfectly with the Power Prawn USA's. Doing the non-slip loop knot. There we are. Get the trusty Power Prawns out. There they are in their glory. Power Prawn USA's. Clamshells keep them in perfect shape. So as far as rigging it goes, screw in the top. All the way to the top. And then take the hook right through the belly, out through the top. And then I'm skin hooking it too, just to make sure it's ultimate weedless. And that is a weedless shrimp rig that will catch some really good fish. Yeah, this thing skips really nice. Skipped all the way through that dock. And so I'm just slowly, kind of just barely swimming it through. That fish that picked it up earlier just barely tapped it. So there really wasn't much going on around the docks, just had a couple strikes. There really wasn't much bait going on, so I came across this area that was deeper, and so I pushed away from the docks and was hoping to get some trout. Ended up just being a bunch of ladyfish out there. So when I went through a few ladyfish and decided, okay, let's just go back to the docks, and I'm glad I did. So here's the cast where I finally got on the board with a really good fish, skipped under the dock, worked it out, and then the fish struck. There we are, nice fish. Ooh, big fish. I was taking it super slow. Nice. Got him away from the dock. Looks like a nice redfish. So I was just barely going, dragging that shrimp on the bottom. This red just super lethargic, just slurped it down. This is probably what I had earlier that broke me off. Nice red. Oh, better get away from these docks. Solid fish. Be good there, Otis. Don't you fall in, buddy. Ooh. Nice fish. Easy, Otis. We'll get him, buddy. We'll get him. Look at that. Look at that. Power Prawn USA on the weedless hook. What'd you think, Otis? Huh? We got him. You can stop barking. All right. Solid fish there on the Power Prawn. Power Prawn USA for the big red. Sweet. On the old trusty Power Prawn USA. So fished the rest of the dock line for my pre-trip plan. That was my #1 spot I wanted to go to. At least pulled out that redfish. Just wasn't nearly as much life as I had hoped to see. So went off to spot #2, and there was somebody where I wanted to go. So somebody beat me there, so I just said, okay, let's just go ahead and fish this bridge for a bit. I was bouncing the power prawns along these bridge pylons. Works great at night. Didn't really have any luck there, so decided to go to spot #3. And now the wind really picked up. It was much rougher than what I planned for. There's Otis in his favorite riding spot, so I made an on-the-water change of plan and went to another dock line, and I'm glad I did. This was one of my first casts. All right, just pulled up to another dock, and I realized I didn't have my camera on. Otis, hey, be good. But literally, my second cast, another nice red. All right, there we are. Solid reds. This one I switched over to the jig head. Otis, hey, be good. Switched over to the jig head. Power Prawn USA. Solid red. Another nice redfish there. So we got a no spot on one side, one spot on the other. That's cool. So literally the first pot of bait that I've seen so far today. This has been a pretty dead little area. So I kept going down this shoreline and was starting to get hungry. I was getting close to lunch. I was right now debating, okay, should I try this little pocket? This area in particular was very shallow. I was deciding if I should stay or go, and I was like, okay, let me just try one more dock, and very glad that I did. This was one of the most fun catches I've had in quite a while. All it took was just a little short skip cast under the dock, and pretty soon I was hooked on to a really nice fish. Oh, I got a fish. Oh no, that's a big fish. That is a really big fish. And he's got me through the pilings. It's a snook too, it looked like. Let's see if I can coax him out. So he's all the way through the pilings. I'm just having to be really light. I don't want that line to soften. I can feel that line sawing through. Oh man, this is gonna be a miracle. Let's see if we can. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. This is a big fish. Let's see if I can get him to come. I gotta get really fortunate here. Gotta get him to come right back through the pilings. He's actually coming. Oh no, he's on the piling. Oh man, this is a big one. This is a really nice snook. So he's wrapped around something right now. I'm just keeping the line tight. Fortunately, Otis is still in the boat. He doesn't really know what's going on. There's a big snook on the end of this line. All right, so what I'm doing, I can feel it just slowly coming out. Whatever he's wrapped around is just slowly starting to unwrap. I think it's around that second piling. As soon as I feel it clear, I'm gonna give him a little bit more heat. Right now I'm in line protection mode. I'm just gaining on him like inches at a time. I just don't want him to freak out. All right, fish is still on. All right, ooh man, nice snook, nice snook. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Otis, hey, All right, it's all the way through the dock. Oh man, this is gonna require a very lucky break for this to work. I've got Otis on the boat. Oh man, I see him. He's right there. Oh, that's a nice fish. All right, let's see if we can. Oh man, look at him, about to get his head up. Oh, oh no. All right, he's coming towards me. Oh, come on, come through here, come through. Nice, come through. Nice. How did that work out? Oh my gosh. How did that work? Easy, Otis, easy, buddy. I can't believe that just worked. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I only have 20-pound leader. So we're gonna have to get very fortunate here. Look at that line. That line is all frayed right there. Oh my gosh, I got him. Oh my gosh. Look at that snook. I can't believe that worked out. Look at that Power Prawn USA on the weedless hook. Still in them. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. We're gonna let this girl revive. What an awesome catch. Man, that was killer. Otis, you pumped, buddy? Are you pumped? Nice fish. That Power Prawn USA right there in his mouth. What an awesome catch. How cool. I can't believe somehow the snook got in the boat and Otis stayed in the boat as well. That was a fun catch. There it goes. There it goes, Otis. What do you think, buddy? All right, well, just pulled the boat out. It was a great trip. I just fished one more dock after releasing that snook and just looked at the clock, and it was time to head back in and get some lunch. But what a fun time. That was just a great exploration trip. As far as the equipment I was using, I imagine this question is going to come up. This is what I caught most of the fish with. It's the Bull Bay custom rod. So the custom rod that we designed with Bull Bay, the Daiwa BG-MQ 2500 reel, and that's with 10-pound braid. And so this is the setup that I caught that snook with, and that was very impressive. This braid is the Daiwa J Braid 8 grand. I've been very impressed with this line. It has been the best for knot strength, and the fact that it didn't break with that big snook just ripping it across the pilings was very impressive. And as far as leader, it's just 20-pound Andy leader, just regular mono. I don't do that fluoro stuff after doing a bunch of experiments online. And as far as the lure, this is the Power Prawn USA. It's rigged on one of our custom hooks. It's called the Hoss hook, and this thing is awesome. This is one of the first times I've actually taken out with this setup, and wow, what a day. And I really didn't see many fish. So the first redfish I caught in my first spot from the pre-trip plan. So Insider Club members, you'll see the details there. And then my second and third spots were totally wiped out because the wind was coming from a different direction than what the forecast was. So I had to do an on the water change, and that's when I went to that very last spot where I picked off the red and then finished the day with that really nice snook. As far as the other rod, actually the same rod, same reel, same line. In this case, I just had the Power Prawn USA rigged on a jig head. And this one, I was skipping it pretty hard and it went through a few fish. So I ended up having to tear the head off to give it a little bit more life. But that's it. So awesome trip. For you Insider members, there'll be a link to see the pre-trip plan as well as the post-trip analysis where you can see all the details on exactly what happened. So just scroll down, you'll see that. If you have any questions about the trip, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd be happy to help however possible. And if you're new to Salt Strong altogether, just know that we're the best online fishing club for inshore saltwater anglers, especially if you like catching redfish, sea trout, snook, and flounder. There's nothing else like it. We actually guarantee you'll be catching more fish than ever before. You'll be saving money on all the tackle you need, and you'll be meeting a ton of new fishing friends. To learn more, go to saltstrong.com. Otherwise, we'll see you again soon.